Hey, wait, before we start today, can I ask you something honest?
Sure. What is it?
When was the last time you really, truly rested? Not just slept, not just sat down for 5 minutes, but actually rested.
Oh, wow. Starting strong today.
Because I think a lot of us are tired, like deeply tired, and we don't even have the words to explain it.
And that is exactly why today's episode matters.
So if you are listening right now, welcome. You found a good place to be.
We are going to talk about something every single person understands. Relaxing after a long week.
And we're going to help you say it in English. Simple English, real English, the kind you can actually use.
So stay with us. This one is for you.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mr. English Podcast. I'm Emma.
And I'm James, and we are so happy you are here with us today.
This podcast is your friendly little space to learn everyday English through real conversations.
We talk like real people. We use simple words, and we make learning feel easy and comfortable.
If this is your first time listening, welcome to the family. And if you have been here before, welcome back. We missed you.
And hey, before we go further, if you enjoy this podcast, please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast.
Yes, subscribing really helps us reach more English learners around the world. And if you have a friend who is also learning English, share this episode with them.
Sharing is a small action, but it makes a big difference for us, and for your friend too.
Okay, James, so how was your week?
Honestly, long. Very long.
Same. I felt like every day this week was a Monday.
Every day was a Monday. That is so accurate. Why does Tuesday feel like a second Monday sometimes?
I do not know, but by Friday, I was ready to disappear into my couch.
Disappear into your couch. I love that.
Just become part of the couch. Become one with the cushions.
That is the dream, and I think a lot of our listeners feel that same way.
I think so too. And today, we want to help you talk about that feeling in English, because feeling tired after a long week is very human, and knowing how to say it in English is very useful.
So today, we have a warm conversation about relaxing, resting, and taking care of yourself after a busy week.
We have simple words and phrases you can use in real life.
And we have a word section where we explain everything clearly and slowly.
So get comfortable. Maybe make yourself something warm to drink, and let us begin.
Okay, Emma, so let's just start simple. After a long week, what is the first thing you want to do when you get home?
Oh, the first thing? Change my clothes.
Yes, right away.
Immediately. Work clothes off, comfortable clothes on. It's like a switch in my brain. When I put on my soft clothes, I feel like I'm telling my body, okay, we're done now. We can relax.
I completely understand that. For me, it's taking off my shoes. The moment my shoes come off, something in me just lets go.
Yes, shoes off means the day is over.
The day is officially over.
And I also like to put my bag down slowly, not throw it, not rush, just put it down gently. Like, okay, I'm home now.
That's such a nice little moment. Small, but it matters.
It really does, because sometimes we rush so much all week. We're always moving, always doing, always answering. So those first quiet minutes at home feel very important.
They're like a buffer, a small space in between the busy day and the quiet evening.
I like that word, buffer, a little space in between.
And sometimes I need a few minutes to just sit. Not watch anything, not talk, just sit quietly.
Just sit and breathe.
Exactly. Just sit and breathe and let the week slowly leave my body.
That sounds so peaceful. I do something similar. I call it my quiet 5 minutes. I sit by the window, I look outside, and I just breathe slowly.
5 minutes of nothing.
5 minutes of nothing. And honestly, it helps more than anything else.
Because sometimes we don't need more activity, we need less.
Less noise, less pressure, less doing, and more just being.
Just being. That's a lovely way to say it.
Okay, James, let's talk about some of the things people do to relax after a long week. Because everyone is a little different, right?
Very different. And that's what I love about this topic. There's no one right way to relax.
Exactly. Some people need to be alone. Some people need to be with others. Some people need total silence. Some people need music.
And all of those are okay.
All of those are completely okay. So, James, tell me, what are some ways you like to unwind?
Unwind, that's a great word to start with. So for me, one of my favorite ways to unwind is cooking a simple meal.
Oh, really? Cooking relaxes you?
When it's simple, yes. Like just making pasta or soup. Something that doesn't need a lot of thinking. I just chop things slowly, stir things slowly, and let my mind go quiet.
That's so nice. I never thought about cooking as relaxing, but I understand it now. It's like doing something with your hands, but without pressure.
Exactly. No deadline, no one is waiting, just me and the vegetables.
Just you and the vegetables. That sounds like a good Friday night, honestly.
It really is. And then eating what you made yourself feels extra good.
Yes, because you made it. It's yours. That's a nice feeling.
What about you, Emma? How do you like to unwind?
For me, music is a big one. At the end of a long week, I put on my favorite playlist and just sit or lie down.
And just listen?
Just listen. Sometimes I close my eyes, sometimes I look at the ceiling, and I just let the music wash over me.
Wash over you. That's a beautiful way to say it.
Like the music is water, and it's just gently cleaning away all the stress of the week.
I love that image. Music as water. Very poetic, Emma.
Thank you. I try. But honestly, it works. After one good hour of music, I feel like a different person.
A lighter person.
Yes, lighter, less heavy, more like myself.
And I want to talk about something else because I think a lot of people feel this way after a long week. You sit down, you try to relax, but your mind doesn't stop.
Oh, yes, your body stops, but your brain keeps going.
Keeps going and going. Thinking about work, thinking about tomorrow, thinking about what you forgot to do.
Making a list in your head at 10 o'clock at night.
At 11, at midnight.
That's so real and so exhausting because even when you're resting your body, you're not really resting your mind.
Exactly. And I think that's why a lot of people feel tired even after sleeping, because their mind never really stopped.
So, how do you handle that, James? How do you quiet your mind after a long week?
It took me a while to figure out, but what helps me most is writing things down.
Like a to-do list?
Kind of, but more like getting everything out of my head and onto paper. So all the things I'm thinking about, I write them down. And then I tell myself, okay, it's written. You don't need to keep holding it in your brain.
Oh, that's a good idea. Because your brain is trying to remember everything, and if you write it down, it can let go.
Exactly. You give your brain permission to stop.
I like that. Permission to stop. Because sometimes I think we forget to give ourselves that permission. We do. We think we need to keep going, keep doing, keep thinking. But sometimes the most helpful thing is to say, it is okay to stop now. It is okay to rest now.
It is okay to not be productive for a few hours.
And that is not lazy. That is healthy.
Very healthy. Your body and your mind both need rest to work well.
You cannot keep taking out of a cup without ever filling it back up.
Oh, I like that. You cannot keep taking out without filling up.
Eventually, the cup is empty.
And an empty cup cannot give anything to anyone.
So, rest is not just for you. It helps you show up better for everyone around you, too.
That is a really important point. Resting is not selfish. It is necessary.
Okay, James, I want to share something personal because I think it will help our listeners.
Please, go ahead.
So, a few months ago, I had a really bad week. Not just busy, like emotionally hard. I felt drained, like all my energy was just gone.
I remember you mentioned that.
And when Friday came, I sat down and I thought, okay, I need to relax. And I tried everything. I watched a show, I scrolled on my phone, I ate snacks, but none of it helped.
Because those things were not really rest.
Exactly. They were distractions. And I kept feeling worse because I was tired, but I was not giving myself real rest.
So what changed?
I turned everything off, the TV, my phone, everything, and I just sat in a quiet room.
That sounds a little scary, honestly.
It was. At first it felt strange, almost uncomfortable, because I was so used to noise and screens that silence felt weird.
We get so used to being busy.
Yes. And then slowly, after maybe 10 minutes, something shifted. My body started to soften. My breathing slowed down, and I felt this wave of calm just come over me.
Like your body finally believed it was safe to rest.
Yes, exactly like that. My body finally believed it was safe to rest. And I cried a little, actually.
Really?
Just a little. Not sad crying, more like relief crying. Like my body releasing something it had been holding all week.
That is so human, and I think a lot of people will understand that.
And after that, I felt so much better, just from sitting quietly, not from doing more, from doing less.
Sometimes less really is more.
Sometimes less is everything.
And I think that brings us to a really important idea, the difference between being busy and being okay.
Oh, yes, because you can be very busy and also very not okay.
Right. Busy does not mean well. Busy does not mean happy.
And sometimes we use being busy as a way to avoid feeling things.
That is very true. If I stay busy enough, I don't have to think about how tired I really am.
Or how stressed, or how sad, or how overwhelmed.
So the week ends and suddenly all those feelings come out at once.
Like a dam that finally breaks.
And that's why Friday evenings can sometimes feel emotional. Not just tired, emotional.
Because you've been holding so much all week, and now you finally have space to feel it.
And that's okay. That's normal.
More than normal, it's healthy to feel things, even the heavy ones. We do. We think we need to keep going, keep doing, keep thinking, but sometimes the most helpful thing is to say, it is okay to stop now. It is okay to rest now.
It is okay to not be productive for a few hours.
And that is not lazy. That is healthy.
Very healthy. Your body and your mind both need rest to work well.
You cannot keep taking out of a cup without ever filling it back up.
Oh, I like that. You cannot keep taking out without filling up.
Eventually, the cup is empty.
And an empty cup cannot give anything to anyone.
So, rest is not just for you. It helps you show up better for everyone around you, too.
That is a really important point. Resting is not selfish. It is necessary.
Okay, James, I want to share something personal because I think it will help our listeners.
Please, go ahead.
So, a few months ago, I had a really bad week. Not just busy, like emotionally hard. I felt drained, like all my energy was just gone.
I remember you mentioned that.
And when Friday came, I sat down and I thought, okay, I need to relax. And I tried everything. I watched a show, I scrolled on my phone, I ate snacks, but none of it helped.
Because those things were not really rest.
Exactly. They were distractions. And I kept feeling worse because I was tired, but I was not giving myself real rest.
So what changed?
I turned everything off, the TV, my phone, everything, and I just sat in a quiet room.
That sounds a little scary, honestly.
It was. At first it felt strange, almost uncomfortable, because I was so used to noise and screens that silence felt weird.
We get so used to being busy.
Yes. And then slowly, after maybe 10 minutes, something shifted. My body started to soften. My breathing slowed down, and I felt this wave of calm just come over me.
Like your body finally believed it was safe to rest.
Yes, exactly like that. My body finally believed it was safe to rest. And I cried a little, actually.
Really?
Just a little. Not sad crying, more like relief crying. Like my body releasing something it had been holding all week.
That is so human, and I think a lot of people will understand that.
And after that, I felt so much better, just from sitting quietly, not from doing more, from doing less.
Sometimes less really is more.
Sometimes less is everything.
And I think that brings us to a really important idea, the difference between being busy and being okay.
Oh, yes, because you can be very busy and also very not okay.
Right. Busy does not mean well. Busy does not mean happy.
And sometimes we use being busy as a way to avoid feeling things.
That is very true. If I stay busy enough, I don't have to think about how tired I really am.
Or how stressed, or how sad, or how overwhelmed.
So the week ends and suddenly all those feelings come out at once.
Like a dam that finally breaks.
And that's why Friday evenings can sometimes feel emotional. Not just tired, emotional.
Because you've been holding so much all week, and now you finally have space to feel it.
And that's okay. That's normal.
More than normal, it's healthy to feel things, even the heavy ones.
And when you know that, rest becomes more than just sleep or watching a show. Rest becomes taking care of your whole self.
Your body, your mind, your heart.
all of it needs rest.
And that's beautiful and important, and something every English learner should be able to talk about.
Which brings us to the part of the episode where we look at the words and phrases from today, the word section.
Yes, word time. And today, we're going slow and deep. We're not rushing through a big list. We're picking our most important words and really exploring them.
So you'll hear each word clearly, you'll hear how to use it in a sentence, and you'll hear it how it sounds in real everyday conversation.
Let's start.
Our first word is unwind.
Unwind. Say it with us. Unwind.
Unwind.
Unwind means to relax after stress or a busy time. It's like slowly undoing tension in your body and mind.
Think of a spring that is very tight. Unwinding means it slowly becomes loose again.
A simple sentence is, I need to unwind.
Or, I like to unwind by listening to music.
Or, after work, I usually unwind by taking a walk.
Unwind is great because it says more than just relax. It tells people you're coming down from stress.
You can also say, I finally started to unwind after dinner.
Or, someone might ask you, how do you usually unwind on weekends?
And you can say, I unwind by cooking or reading or taking a long bath.
Simple, natural, and very useful.
So instead of just saying, I relax, try saying, I unwind. It sounds more natural and specific.
Next word, drained.
Drained. Say it with us. Drained.
Drained.
Drained means feeling very tired and empty, like all your energy has been used up.
Like a phone battery at 2%.
Yes, exactly like that. At 2%, it can barely do anything.
A natural sentence is, I feel drained after this week.
Or, I'm completely drained.
Or, that meeting left me feeling drained.
Drained is a feeling word. It can be physical, like your body is tired, or emotional, like your heart is tired.
You can say, I feel emotionally drained.
That means your emotions and feelings are very tired, not just your body.
This is useful when you've had a hard week with difficult conversations or stressful situations.
Another useful phrase, completely drained, if you want to make the feeling stronger.
I'm completely drained. I need a quiet evening.
That sounds very honest and very real.
So instead of saying, I'm very tired, which is also fine, try I'm feeling drained. It feels natural and easy to say.
Our next word, switch off.
Switch off. Say it with us. Switch off.
Switch off.
Switch off means to stop thinking about work or stress, like turning off a light switch in your brain.
This is a phrasal verb, switch off.
And it's very commonly used in everyday conversation.
A natural sentence is, I can't switch off tonight.
That means your brain keeps working even though you want to rest.
Or, I need to switch off from work for a while.
Or, listening to music helps me switch off.
You can also say, I finally switched off after dinner. That means your brain finally stopped thinking about work. Another way to use it, I have been trying to switch off all evening, but my mind keeps going.
That is so real. I have said that exact sentence.
We all have. So switch off is a very useful and very natural phrase.
Instead of saying, I want to stop thinking about work, say, I want to switch off. Short, simple, and very natural.
Next word, cozy.
Cozy. Say it with us. Cozy.
Cozy.
Cozy means warm, comfortable, and safe. It is a feeling of physical and emotional comfort.
This is one of my favorite English words, honestly.
It really is a wonderful word. You can use it to describe a place, a feeling, or a situation.
A natural sentence is, my room feels so cozy tonight.
Or, I love cozy Friday evenings at home.
Or, this sweater is so cozy.
You can say, I just want a cozy night in. That means I want to stay home and be comfortable.
A night in means a night at home. So a cozy night in is a warm, comfortable evening at home.
You can also describe things as cozy. A cozy cafe, a cozy blanket, a cozy meal.
Or you can ask someone, how was your weekend? And they might say, it was really cozy. We just stayed home.
And that sounds lovely. So cozy is about warmth, safety, and comfort.
Instead of saying comfortable and warm, try cozy. It sounds more natural and friendly.
Our next phrase, take it easy.
Take it easy. Say it with us. Take it easy.
Take it easy.
Take it easy means to relax and not work hard or rush. It is a very common phrase in everyday English.
People say this to themselves or to others.
A simple sentence is, I'm just going to take it easy tonight.
That means I'm not going to do much. I'm going to rest and relax.
You can also use it to give advice, like, you worked hard all week. Take it easy this weekend.
Or, the doctor said I should take it easy for a few days.
You can also use it as a goodbye phrase. Take it easy means goodbye and take care of yourself.
Like, okay, great talking to you. Take it easy.
Yes, that is very common in American English especially.
So, take it easy has two main uses: relax and take care of yourself, and as a friendly goodbye.
And both are very natural and very everyday.
Instead of saying relax or rest, try take it easy. It sounds more natural and friendly.
And our final word for today, recharge.
Recharge. Say it with us. Recharge.
Recharge.
Recharge means to get your energy back, like charging a phone battery.
You know how your phone needs to charge after a long day? People need that too.
A natural sentence is, I need to recharge this weekend.
Or, I feel much better now. I really needed to recharge.
You can also say, a long walk helps me recharge.
Or, I recharge by spending time alone.
Everyone recharges differently. Some people recharge by being with friends. Some people recharge by being alone.
There is no right or wrong way.
You can say, I'm an introvert. I recharge by having quiet time alone.
Or, I'm an extrovert. I recharge by talking to people.
Both are valid. Both are real.
Another useful phrase, fully recharged. Like, after a quiet weekend, I feel fully recharged.
That sounds great. Ready for a new week.
So instead of saying, I got my energy back, try, I feel recharged. It's shorter and sounds natural.
Okay, so let's quickly go through all of today's words together one more time.
First, unwind, to relax after stress. I need to unwind.
Second, drained, feeling empty and tired. I feel completely drained.
Third, worn out, very tired from working hard. I'm totally worn out.
Fourth, switch off, to stop thinking about work. I can't switch off tonight.
Fifth, cozy, warm, comfortable, and safe. I love a cozy evening at home.
Sixth, take it easy, to relax and not rush. I'm just going to take it easy this weekend.
And seventh, recharge, to get your energy back. I feel fully recharged after resting.
7 beautiful, useful, everyday words and phrases.
And now we want you to use them.
Let's put some of these words into a little mini conversation so you can hear them sound naturally together.
Yes, listen carefully and try to notice the words we just learned.
Okay. Hey, Emma, how are you doing? You look a little tired.
Honestly, James, I'm totally worn out. It's been such a long week.
I know the feeling. Are you going to do anything tonight?
No plans at all. I just want to go home, put on something cozy, and take it easy.
That sounds perfect. Sometimes you just need a quiet evening to recharge.
Exactly. I just need to switch off for a few hours. My brain has not stopped all week.
I understand completely. I feel pretty drained too. I think I'm going to unwind by cooking something simple tonight.
That sounds really nice. Okay, go rest. Take it easy.
You too. Have a cozy evening.
See that? Natural conversation, normal sentences, real English.
And you heard so many of the words we just learned used in a real way.
You can use this kind of conversation with friends, with coworkers, or with anyone.
And it sounds natural because it's natural. These are real words that real people use every day.
Okay, James, before we wrap up, I want to talk about one more thing because I think it's important.
Go ahead.
A lot of people feel guilty for resting.
Oh, yes, the guilt.
Like, I should be doing something. I should be productive. I should not just be sitting here doing nothing.
That voice in your head that says you're being lazy.
And I want to say very clearly, that voice is wrong.
Rest is not laziness.
Rest is not a reward you have to earn.
Rest is a basic need, like eating, like sleeping, like drinking water.
You do not have to earn the right to rest.
You are allowed to rest just because you're a person, a human being who gets tired.
And honestly, when you rest properly, everything else gets better.
You work better, you think better, you feel better, you treat people better.
So resting is not just good for you, it's good for everyone around you.
Rest is productive in a quiet and gentle way.
And I think that's such an important message, especially for people who are always pushing themselves.
Yes, you can push hard, and you should also rest well.
Both things are true. Both things matter.
Work hard, rest well.
I like that. Simple and true.
Emma, one last thing before we close. I want to ask our listeners a question.
Yes, let's ask them.
After a long week, what is your favorite way to unwind?
Do you cook? Do you listen to music? Do you take a walk? Do you call a friend? Do you just sit quietly?
We really want to know, because everyone is different and every answer is interesting.
Write your answer in the comments. Even one word is enough. Just tell us how you like to relax.
And if you want to practice using today's words, try writing a sentence with one of the words we learned.
Like, I feel drained after this week, or I love a cozy evening at home.
We will read your comments and we love seeing your sentences.
So please share. Your words help build this community.
And that brings us to the end of today's episode.
If your week was long and heavy, we hope this episode felt like a little rest for your mind.
We hope you learned some new words that feel real and useful.
And we hope you feel reminded that rest is okay. Rest is good. Rest is needed.
You are doing your best, and your best deserves a good rest.
That rhymed, James.
It did. I did not plan that.
Your best deserves a good rest. That is going on a coffee mug.
Please, someone make that mug.
Okay, before we go, a few quick reminders.
Please subscribe to Mr. English Podcast. It really helps us keep making episodes like this one.
And if you know someone who is learning English, share this podcast with them. It could really help them on their journey.
Sharing is caring, and we appreciate every single one of you.
Leave us a comment. Tell us how you unwind. Tell us your favorite word from today. Tell us how your week was.
We read the comments. We love the comments. The comments make our week better.
And until next time, please take good care of yourself.
Put on something cozy.
Make something warm to drink.
Switch off for a little while.
And remember, you cannot pour from an empty cup, so fill yours up.
This is James.
And this is Emma.
From Mr. English Podcast.
Thank you for listening, and we will see you next time.
Take it easy, everyone.
Bye for now.